Hello and welcome to the World Boxing Hub. We'll be reviewing the Callum Smith and John Ryder card in full. First fight was on Facebook. It was on Facebook Live at James Tennyson versus Craig Evans. A brilliant fight throughout the fight. Eventually being stopped in the 11th. Tennyson cut the ring down and caught Evans. He tried to grab Tennyson straight away when he caught him with the left hook. Cracking shot. If you see it on Facebook, great shot. As they drifted apart, Tennyson came in for the kill. Ryder then left, and the referee jumped him. You could see him on the second hit go back, and he thought, yeah, that's out of it. You got to take that stop. A very good stoppage from the referee. You got to give it where it's due, really. Evans was frustrated about he wanted to hear the bell on his guard, but fair play to him. The referee did well. So what next for Tennyson? Maybe a look at the European champion Francesco Patera, or try for the British lightweight championship versus Joe Cordina, which is more doable because he's also with Matchroom. Or wait for the mandatory against Lomachenko for the lightweight belt, but I think you need to go for. I personally would go for the European Championship. It's more doable, really. And for the next one, Sean Dodd versus Tom Farrell. An accidental clash of heads brought Sean Dodd's fight against Tom Farrell to an early end, with Farrell suffering a bad cut to the face. Hopefully, we'll get this one again. I think both men, I think, will want to fight this again and sort it out. So yeah, that one's by the by, really. And we go on to Anthony Fowler versus Harry Scarf. Anthony Fowler stayed on course for a rematch with his bitter rival Scott Fitzgerald after securing a unanimous decision over Harry Scarf in Liverpool. The card scoring 98-91, 98-91, 98-91, which I agree with, to be honest. I think Scarf was out of his depth. It looks like they're going to have a rematch with Scott Fitzgerald in Preston, which is going to make some big cash, I would have thought. I think it'll be a packed house because it's local to Liverpool as well. Then we move on to Bilham Smith, which I predicted would beat Glover. He dropped Glover 3 times before the fight was waved off to put himself in line for a rematch with Richard Rakpo, who's tweeting all the way through this mouse. I was seeing him at the top every time. After losing his undefeated record to the Londoner in June, the Bournemouth boxer dropped Glover for a second time after unleashing a barrage of blows. And after the Liverpudlian was floored again, the referee halted the fight. I think, I really was impressed with Bilham Smith. I don't know where Glover's going to go for this because I think that's his third defeat. It's going to be a very uphill struggle for him, but I hope Glover can get Rakpo rematch. I think it's going to be doable. The way he was replying on Facebook and Sky Sports was retweeting it and everything. I think it's very much in the bag. And we go on to the main event. Where do you start on this one? Callum Smith versus John Ryder. Callum Smith retains his WBA super title with a unanimous decision. They scored it 117-11, 116-12, and 116-12. Completely against it. It's too far out, too far wide. I actually had Ryder winning. I had Ryder 116 to 113, and believe it or not, I thought Ryder were fantastic. There was a lot of things that Ryder was doing brilliantly. There was a couple of times Smith hit him, and he just stood there, dug his heels in, and said, "Come on then," and carried on going for him. It was remarkable. Smith at one point, I think it was like 10th or 11th round, was swinging from Evan from left to right, and they were missing him. He laughed and nodded his head and carried on. But fantastic from John Ryder, the performance of the year without a doubt. I hope Eddie Hearn sorts him out, looks after him after that, because he deserved to that. He won that. I don't care what anybody says. He won that. But after the fight, this is what Callum Smith said. I know he was a tough fighter. I knew it was a tough fight. It wasn't the best performance for myself, but I was due a bad one. I'm a perfectionist and always want to be the best as possible. Listen, I know how good I am, how good I can be. I want the best names in the division. The fear brings out the best performances in myself. That was Callum Smith. This is what John Ryder had to say about the fight. I feel like it was harsh. I felt like I forced the fight. I think I've done more than enough to show that I am credible for this. I'll come again. You will do, mate. Proud of you. Really, I'm proud of you. Eddie Hearn, he said, sometimes when you don't push in a blistering performance, it makes it easier to make fights. It was never going to be easy for Callum Smith tonight. I totally have to agree. He was fantastic. Whether they'd done that on purpose to get that rematch, I don't know. But to get a big name match, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm a bit disappointed, to be honest. If I could understand it if it was a couple of points out, about 1 or 2 points out. I get that because, but that's too far out, way too far out. But yeah, a great cracking evening of football, cracking evening of boxing. I'm going to post this now, have a couple of hours, and then wait for the Ortiz versus Deontay Wilder in the early morning. I'll speak to you soon, guys. See you later.